Okay, we're on Yevamot. Hope you can hear me. Microphone. Parak Bet Mishnah Gimel. Third Mishnah and second chapter of Yevamot. Okay, we said a klal amud. The Mishnah is going to go about and talk about in generalities, and then one specific case in the end. So the Mishnah says klal amud b'yibama. We said a rule about yibama. Kol shehi issur erva lo choletzet v'lo mityabemet. If she is an issur erva, then meaning the woman who falls to do yibum, then she doesn't do chalitza or yibum. That's obvious in the Torah, so that's what the Bartanura says. Both her and her tzara. Let's just look at original. Let's just review what we were talking about here. We'll go back to just when we first started. Okay, just first case. Remember, Yaakov died, and then his wives fall to Esav, and one of the wives, Rachel, is an erva. That's an erva. So of course, Rachel, Esav can't marry his daughter Rachel, nor can her tzara, Shprinza, marry Esav as well. Lo choletzet, that's what our Mishnah says. If she's an issur erva, neither he nor her tzara are lo choletzot v'lo meyabem. And the Bartanura gives a whole list of other exceptions. If she's an ailonit, she can't have children. Or eshet sris chama vandroginus, if he married her and he couldn't have children, lo choletzet v'lo meyabem. Okay? And eshet ger or even mishuchrar. Let's say in our chart, Yaakov is a ger. Okay? Esav is his brother. Both of them were mitgayer. Both of them were freed slaves. According to the halacha, a ger doesn't have achva. They're not part of the family. They're reborn. Okay? She'en achva lagerim. There is no brotherhood for gerim or zakenim. Aval, akara uzakena. If she's an ailon, meaning she has natural signs that she can't get birth. But a woman who's an akara, never had children, or zakena, she's old, or chotzot, or mityabot. Let's say, for example, in our case, let's take Shprinza out of the case here. Let's take Rachel out of the case. Yaakov marries Shprinza, no relation to Esav. And then Yaakov dies. Shprinza's old. She's 50. She's naturally she's not going to have children anymore. Nonetheless, yibum would apply. That's what the Bartanura says. That's the first case in the Mishnah. So that's what the Mishnah says. Issur erva, if she's an issur erva, lo choletzet v'lo mityabemet. But issur mitzvah, issur kedusha. Let's go back to our case here and say that they're not sisters. You just have to sort of forget this for a second. Forget they're not sisters. Okay? Take Rachel out. Shprinza. Shprinza is now asurat to Esav because either an issur mitzvah or an issur kedusha. And we'll talk about what that is. We'll talk about what that is in the next Mishnah. So then now she's not prohibited as a tzara. She has a different kind of issur. We'll talk about this in the next Mishnah. We'll get back to it in a second. So then in that case, the Mishnah says, choletzet v'lo mityabem. There is zika, as we learned. There is a relevance min haTorah, but they can't actualize it, and therefore she's choletzet v'lo mityabem. We'll talk about what issur mitzvah and issur kedusha are in Mishnah Daled. We're going to actually see in Mishnah Daled what each one is, and then I'll describe each one in detail. Finally, the Mishnah says, achota shehi yevimta choletzet o mityabemet. Her sister, that is her yivimta, her mityabemet, her candidate for yibum. She could do either chalitza or yibum. What in the world is going on here? The Bartanura says, achota shel erva, the sister of an erva, kishehi yivimta, kagon, naflu lo shte achayot mishne echad. Okay, so you have two sisters from two brothers. Ve'achat asura ala mishum erva. Kagon shechamoto ukaloto. I made you a chart for this one. This is a complicated one, so I made a chart. Down to the bottom. Here we are. Achota shehi yevimta. So you have two sisters, Rachel and Leah, that married two brothers, Reuven and Shimon. So these signs show that they're brothers. They're actually three brothers. Okay? Now these two sisters, let's take this line out for a second. Let's leave it out for a second. Two sisters marry two brothers, and then the two brothers, both of them tragically die. Okay? Now, both of these sisters didn't have children. Theoretically, both of them fall to Levi to do yibum. Both of them are candidates for yibum. But they are what's called, let me see if I can add text here. They are both zukukot. Okay? They're both zukukot li yibum. That's what's called if they fall for yibum, they're zukukot li yibum. But in this case, each one is what's called as achot zkukato. The sister, meaning both of them are sisters of zkukot. And as we've learned, achot, we're going to learn in the beginning of chapter 3, that achot zkukato, you couldn't see, I was writing text and you couldn't see it. Both of those are zkukot li yibum. And both of them, but here they're called achot zkukato. Both of them are the sisters that are of zkukato. Why? Remember, here in our case, let's make it a little smaller so we can see all the text. Here we go. Can you see it? Yeah. Okay. Each sister is kuka liyibum. Okay. Let's move this that way. No, I don't want it. I'm going to see if I can get this line and turn it around. Here we go. In this case, Leah is kuka for the yibum to Levi. Okay. As well as Rachel is also kuka liyibum. And we're going to learn, okay, there we go. We're going to learn that sisters are, of course, issur. So achot zkukato also don't fall to yibum. So therefore, in this case, because both sisters fall to yibum, both sisters are zkukot, they're what's called achot zkukato, and neither of them are candidates. That's in the theoretical. That is if we left this bottom part out. Okay, that would be called achot zkukato. But in this case, let's take it back. Okay, so both of those are zkukot liyibum. But it happens to be in this case, see this dot? Who is Rachel? Levi, this third brother, Reuven and Shimon died, but Levi, this third brother, had a child. And this child married Rachel, one of the two sisters. And when this child died, Rachel is the kala of Levi, the daughter-in-law of Levi. And when this child died, whatever his name was, Shimon, the brother, said, you know what, I'm going to marry her. So he married this woman, Rachel, who's Leah's sister, meaning before Rachel married Shimon, Rachel was married to Levi's son. So he took his brother's son's wife, his nephew's wife, he married her, okay, and then he died. So now both of these women are skukot liyibum. But because Rachel is Levi's daughter-in-law, is kalato, there is no zika. Okay? There is no zika. She is asura because she's asura because of kalato. That's achuta. So therefore, achota, shehi yevimta, her sister, who's a meyabem, she's the sister of an erva. Rachel is the erva. Rachel is the kala of Levi. Shehi yevimta. Okay? And now Leah is the sister, who's her meyabem. O choletet, that's what the Mishnah says. The Mishnah says, choletet o meyabem. Because her sister, her achot zkuka, is not relevant because she's kalato, because she is an erva, therefore Leah is relevant. She has kuka liyibum. She has kuka liyibum normally, and therefore Leah is choletet or meyabem. Complicated Mishnah. Hopefully we explained it pretty well. We'll stop here. Dedicated learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.